First thing first, I want to say Merry Christmas and wish all of you a Happy New Year in hopes that we bring in this new year prosperous and blessed, highly favored. Um, Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button as I'll be bringing more content to you guys in 2024. I'll be touching on a lot of sports topics and getting more into basketball as well because it is basketball season. How y'all doing? That's a question that's never really asked. How y'all doing? I hope that your mental capacity is well and stable right now. Let me take a sip of this, y'all. All right, let's jump right on in. We're talking about Colorado, Mr. Primetime himself, Deion Sanders. People were making a big deal about kids leaving Boulder and jumping into the portal. I don't see a big deal with the kids leaving and getting into the portal. A lot of times you have to make an executive decision and do what's best for yourself as well as your mental state. It all means a lot and play a role in how you perform on and off the field. A lot of them, you have to think it's a business deal, and it opens more opportunity. It can also be more opportunity to making more money, playing time, because I know there is an assessment at the end of each season. Myself, when I played college ball, coach did sit you down. He gave an evaluation on how you progress throughout the season. He also told you whether you will be coming back with your scholarship. In the process, he give you things that you need to work on when you come back the following year to help better your odds on getting on the field more often. With today's game, you also have to remember with the portal deal happening now and the NIL deals, they're able to get out and make a fortune without even getting into the NFL. So you also have to keep that into accountable as well when making these decisions on jumping into the portal, because now you have other colleges saying, I can make you more money. What are you going to do? I'm gone. I'm going to get that NIL money. Let's just be truthful. You may not make it to the NFL, but I am playing college ball. I do have an NIL deal. I am going to get all the money I can get. The other function to it could be that they're not fitting the scheme. The product is not matching on the field. Players mean everything in running schemes. It could be the speed. It can be the read and react. It can be a plethora of things that are just not adding up or fitting what's trying to be articulated. And that's not a knock saying that the guys are just not good. It's not a knock at that. It's not gelling together. So it's time for both parties to have to make a business decision. And that business decision can be hopping into the portal for the athlete and finding a system that better fit their skill set. And for the coach, it can be parting ways so that you can find the player to fit your scheme and what you're trying to put out on the field and what it's actually supposed to look like. That's just a part of coaching. That's a part of being a player. It's finding what works and then building from there. The other thing is the defensive line. I think they're going to spend some time on that in the portal. If you don't have a good front that can apply pressure to a quarterback, you get picked apart. Just imagine the flip side of it. If Shador had time to sit in the pocket 3 to 5 seconds and survey the field without being touched, how do you think that go for the opposing team? It doesn't go well. You get picked apart. And the fact that he know how to read defenses, he know ball placement, he know where his guy's supposed to be, won't be good. So Colorado is going to have to get that front able to get in the backfield to disrupt quarterbacks, the opposing quarterbacks, so that can take some pressure off the DBs and they can kind of do their job as well. Because not having that pressure and having 5-star receivers on the other side of the ball who you have to face, the odds are not big for you. I don't care who you are. A good receiver will figure you out, figure your steps, figure your turns, and find a way to get the ball. That's their only job. And a good receiver will do so. That's why the NFL is so tough. Any given day, a receiver can give it to you. A DB can do his job and take it away. We're not going to knock it now. The portal is a good thing and it's a bad thing. The good thing about it is if you're not in a good situation, and some athletes get put in situations that are not good and feasible for them, it gives them an out. It gives them a chance to go rejuvenate themselves and find a coach who would appreciate them and go where they're needed. The flip side to it is you get athletes who get to these schools and don't like the coach or don't like some of the players, and they just leave. I think that's leaving for the wrong reason. Some of them don't want to work. They want to go to these schools and think that there should be just getting handed positions. That's a part of this culture that we have now. Don't want to work for nothing and want handouts. You have to work hard for what you get. It will make you appreciate it much more. The portal is going to have to put stipulations on it, maybe one transfer, because given multiple options to transfer, it kind of kills things. A coach can't really get into his groove, and you as a player, you don't really figure out what it is the coach trying to do. Year one may not be the year that you can figure it out. But we're going to have to stop these kids from jumping ship over and over and over and over. And some of them are just leaving, not even football decisions. Some of them are just leaving because there's more money at a bigger school. And I ain't knocking it. You go get it while you can, because you may not make it to the NFL. You may never see $1 million or $100,000. There's some people work a lifetime and haven't crossed that path yet. So I'm administering and I'm saying, go get it. But if you are there for a football decision, then you need to be wise about your choices and making things happen. Colorado, I'm a fan of. I'm going to call this year one, 2024 for Colorado, because we'll get a chance to see Deion bring in some of his own recruits. And I think we can better gauge what's about to happen in Colorado. Either it's going to move forward or it's going to fall backwards. I think they had a great year considering not having wins. I mean, he exceeded all expectations. No quit in the kids. There were no quit in the coaches. I think that's a formula for success. I think there's big things to come. Hey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will be coming with these videos constantly. We're going to touch on some other sports. We're going to touch on some other topics. Just make sure you locked in. Get in that comment section and make sure that you leave some positive comments. Leave some knowledge. If you have some knowledge of something that not being discussed here, leave it down in the comments. And some of our followers can read those comments. And who knows, they may become a follower of yours. I'm not selfish. It's enough money for everybody. It's enough space to follow other contents. I support all content creators. I support all people. Hey, iron sharpen iron. Until then, I see you, good people.